2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a little bit of a fashion show taking place as the Bulls came down the tunnel earlier on. And now it's all about getting a win on their home court. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. We'll watch the Chicago Bulls in this one as they go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves, Towns and Gobert hold down the post for him. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's the captain in at the point guard. And for the Bulls, Isaac out there with Jackson. Then it's Kobe White. Then there's Dosunmu. And it's Lee in at the small forward. Well, Greg, both of these teams love to push the pace. Think we're in for a high-speed game?
That's a safe assumption, yeah. But that'll also make this a serious test of stamina. It'll be hard for them to outrun each other all night long.
And the Bulls start out with the ball. Here's White. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. Isaac outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
And Isaac takes no time. Getting this shot off. He's got a lethal quick release.
Here's the captain. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
What a move by Gobert. Goes in that open space in the pick and roll.
Now, here's Dosunmu. We saw him with 10 points last game. White up top. It's rebounded by Towns. So for Chicago, their last game, a win against the Kings. Passes it to Edwards. Isaac with the steal. Gobert against White. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
First free throw is good. Incredibly for the Minnesota Timberwolves, Clark, the 2004 playoffs are the only time they've won a series.
You know, Kevin, with Kevin Garnett, they had a few 50-win teams and some excellent coaches. That just tells you, I think, how hard it is to win in this league.
And both free throws good for White.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Edwards kicks to McDaniels. The shot. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
White the pass to Isaac. At the elbow, it's Jackson. Clock at 6. And White kicks to Isaac. Drills the three-pointer. Isaac's got 6.
You know what? I think you've got to have that shot in your game, even if you are a big guy now. And Isaac demonstrating that he does have that in his game.
Here's the captain. This game he had 28 points. Fades and shoots. Rebounded by Jackson.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Jackson It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
The pass to Towns. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Isaac.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Just an incredible month of basketball. And he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And what he's doing right now, carving up defensive schemes at will, second best scorer in the league. It's just a marvelous thing to watch and appreciate. Now here's Edwards. Playing Houston, he was nearly unstoppable. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Well, here we are, Clark, in the dog days of this season. Such a grind. The schedule is right smack dab in the middle of it. However, it seems like players are fresher than they used to be.
Well, I think they've really, teams in general and individual players as well, have done a nice job perfecting the art and essence of rest. Not pushing guys too much early in the year, maybe cutting back some practice time as well. And it pays dividends at this portion of the season.
And he's good on the first of 3. We've seen some amazing offensive performances recently. Clark, is it possible someone could match Wilt's 100-point game?
Look, Kevin, I don't know if I'm ready to go that far, but I also said I'd never see a 16 beat a 1 in the NCAA tournament, and it's happened twice in the last 5 years. So never say never, but you got to think, you're seeing teams put up 165, 170 points in a game. Could a player get 100 of those? I think it's possible.
And he nails the third.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Edwards dishes to Towns. Pass to the captain. Back to McDaniel. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Out to Lee for the 3. And the Bulls with another miss. Timberwolves trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Edwards looking it over. Off the run, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Clark, what can you say about Anthony Edwards? Living up to that first overall hype, he has been spectacular.
Yeah, he has been, Kevin. I agree. Some were surprised he went first overall, but you look back at that draft, he was as good a number 1 pick as any of them, and he's certainly proven to be worthy of that status.
The first one falls.
Already growing a reputation as one of the game's most notorious trash talkers, Edwards is just having fun out there.
And Edwards drops them both. The Bulls leading by 9. White the pass to Isaac. Here's Dosunmu. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Bulls have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Yeah, getting to the line and converting, that's the big thing. It's always good when you can do that because it stabilizes your offense.
He hits both from the stripe. Timberwolves trail by 11. Edwards passes to Towns. And here is McDaniel. Nothing on the board. And it's sent back by Isaac.
What a wingspan Isaac has. I mean, this guy is incredible at denying shots, and he loves to do it.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Isaac outside. White, wide open. He fires. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. And the Timberwolves call timing. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, one apiece.
Yeah, this is really tight. I mean, it's splitting hairs when you talk about these teams. You get the feeling if they played 10 games, each side would win 5.
see some of the numbers here for Rudy Gobert. Towns, the best of the captain. Outside Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Chicago leading by 10. Here's Dosunmu. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. White, a good look. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And the basket by Isaac. Isaac's got 8. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bulls.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Chicago's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Lee kicks to Isaac. Now here's Dosunmu. White. Gobert pulls it in.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
It's stolen by Edwards. To the paint. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Smooth reverse. He knew just what he was doing there.
Lee outside. And it's White, top of the key. Launches a 3. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 9.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Now here's Gobert. He definitely had a good game in their win against the Rockets. And he hits it to go.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Free throw line jump shot, and he connects with the jumper. Lee's got his second bucket of the night.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
The captain with the bucket.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Now here's White. He's got 9. No good from Lee.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
The kick out to Towns. Shot clock at 6. A shot by McDaniels, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
There's the lob to Jackson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Edwards passes to the captain. With the fadeaway. Count that bucket. The captain's got 6.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger. And we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
for the Bulls. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. Dean comes in for Lee. And Ball subbed in for Dosunmu. Timberwolves also changing it up. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for McDaniels. Now here's White. 9 points in the game so far. Towns against Williams. Jackson has the open look. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Jackson's got 12 points in the game.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Pass to Alexander-Walker. Off target from outside.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's got 8.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's the 3. Carries it from 3-point range. 11 points in the game.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Outside ball. Jackson. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Timberwolves trail by 11. Here's Alexander-Walker. No scoring in this one.
Second and fast break points. And they're ranked 3rd in assists. You can see they have the talent and court vision, but also guys are really finished.
And I can't help but focus on their free throw shooting percentage, G8. They've been dialed in at the free throw line. And he makes the first. Mike Conley's checked in for Minnesota. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Chicago. It's a 10-point game. Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to White. Driving the lane. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
He's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
For Minnesota, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
The first free throw is good. And so he hits both. Here's White. He's got 11. There's 53 seconds left here in the first quarter. He feeds it to Jackson. Over in the corner, Williams. There's the lob to Jackson. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Another miss by Minnesota.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Alexander-Walker. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
There's Jackson with the 3. No good there. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We've got more in store for you right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Ball and Levine are the guard set. Jackson is out there with Isaac, and it's Lee in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now here's Reed. He had 13 points in the win against Houston.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job. Defense is there, but Towns doesn't care. He just rises up over it.
And here is Ball. After the three-pointer from Karl Anthony Towns.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And it's sent back by Isaac. It's tipped to the left side wing. Just 5 on the clock. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. There's the pass, the ball. Takes the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Here's the captain. 8 points for him. And he lays it straight in. The captain's got 10 points. Hey, Special K, in your playing days, you were such a strong defender. Who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Hey, I appreciate the love, partner, but strong defender attached to my name back in the day would not mix well, if we're talking truth. But I will tell you, the hardest guy I had to deal with was Bernard King. He gave me fits. He was relentless in his pursuit of the pumpkin. They ran a bunch of stuff for him when he was playing for the Knicks, and that dude could put it in the basket.
Here's Jackson. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And Isaac is a nice passer. I mean, senses when his guys are ready to shoot the ball and gets it to him quickly.
Conley against Ball. And it's sent back by Isaac. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Isaac touched it last. The Timberwolves making a switch here. McDaniels checked in. Off the inbound. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from the captain.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. Rebounded by Jackson.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Here's Ball. After the basket by Minnesota. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Bulls lead by 9.
You know, no matter what you throw at him, this kid is unflappable. He's muscling through defensive contact and still scoring. That's impressive.
Minnesota calls timeout. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, the league does not like it when trade requests play out publicly. Commissioner Adam Silver says it needs to be a two-way street. Teams provide enormous guarantees to players, and the expectation is they'll meet their end of the bargain. He understands there will always be some trade requests, but he wants them to remain behind closed doors. Kevin?
Good luck. David, thanks.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Now here's Lee. He's tightly guarded. Money. And Jalen Smith is going to pick up the foul.
Jalen Smith.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Smooth passes to Ingles. Edwards against Lee. Edwards, that's good.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Outside, Ball. Here's Lee. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists tonight.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's got 13. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball.
Lonzo Ball.
And that'll be his third foul so far.
Foul.
And already his third foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the third quarter.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
Tops in scoring, and they're number 2 in total rebounding. They have power, they're explosive, and really a ferocious group at going after every miss.
But, Greg, you can throw out all the other stats and rankings. Their scoring is what makes them special, plain and simple.
I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room the ball has to grow when you factor in how efficient he is already. Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Here's Smith. Reed with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Edwards. 15 points in the game. And finished off by Edwards.
You can see how Edwards has really developed and worked on his handle. It's become a strength of his game.
Pass to Levine. The tray. Rebound, Minnesota.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
Ball from long range. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Lee against Edwards. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Outside, Ball. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Ball really has what I call rush hour handles. He can go where he wants to with the ball, even against pressure. Really good at maneuvering through defenses.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's got 20. Lets the 3 fly. The shot, no good. The Bulls leading by 3. He had stolen by Ingles. Dishes to Edwards. Here's Smooth. He has yet to score. Kicks it to Ingles. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now the dish to Smith. To the hoop, and the dunk by Smith.
The long strides making it hard for the defense to keep up with Smith. Saw the window and took full advantage.
Pass to Ingles. Another miss by Minnesota.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
So it's Minnesota now. The Bulls getting the bucket. And the rejection by Smith. To the inside. It's stolen by Edwards. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Smooth misses. Now here's Ball. He's covered closely. He kicks it to Smith. Levine against Edwards. Knocked away. Here's Lee. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Can they get it? Here's Money. Still scoreless. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now, here's Ingles. Here's Smooth. Gets a very good look and converts. Smooth's got his first basket of the night. The Bulls leading by 5. Chicago calls timeout.
Timeout for the Bulls. Please welcome to the court, your Chicago Bulls.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Jackson, he's checked in for Jalen Smith. Isaac comes in for Money. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Levine. And it's White in for Lonzo Ball. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Joe Ingles. McDaniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And the captain subbed in for Smooth. Here's McDaniels after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Edwards can't hit.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Over in the corner, White. Down low, here's Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
A sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Passes it to Gobert. And there's the pass to the captain. Back to Gobert.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Jackson.
Clark, when you think of top rebounders today, Rudy Gobert is a name that comes to mind.
Yeah, he's super long and tall, but that's not just why he's such a dominant rebounder. He's got a real good knack for reading where balls are coming off, and the timing that he has is pretty impeccable, too. And even though he's north of 7 feet tall, he does a good job boxing out as well.
The IQ of White, reading those pick and rolls and just taking what the D gives him.
Pass to the captain. And the layup's good off the glass. The captain's got 14. 1:27 left to play in the first half. Lee passes to White. Gobert with the block.
He's led the league in blocks before. No surprise Gobert sent that shot back.
Number 4.
And a chance here to go to our rookie leaderboard and give a nod to the best long-range bombers of the past month. And you look at Jackson, he's absolutely deadly from outside.
You know, coming into the NBA, you knew he could stroke it from long range. And over the past month, he's shown us exactly that.
Just a high level of efficiency. That's the key. I mean, quality of shots he takes, but also his fundamentals. Anyone can host a launch party. This guy is consistent ATM.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Here's the captain. The Bulls knocking down the three. Left side, Towns. .43 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Chicago grabs the miss. Jackson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Now, here's Isaac. D right on him. And the dunk by Jackson.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Edwards from the arc. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
That's just another mistake. I mean, they got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
And we've reached halftime in this one. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
60.
Boy, a lot of Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They lead by 14. Kenny, give us your take.
Their effort on the glass, absolutely key to setting the tone. They wanted to send a message with their physicality, and they wanted to dominate on both ends. A really terrific performance thus far.
How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
Well, with the way they struggled to defend the three-point line, it started to look like warm-up drills. Do not be afraid to bring more defenders out high. They got to make life tougher on those outside shooters.
That about wraps it up. Tom.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Timberwolves trail by 14 on the court for Minnesota. The 2 towering figures inside for him, Towns and Gobert. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's the captain in at the point guard position. 6 to shoot. The kick out to Towns. Takes a shot at the elbow. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Towns. And it's now 22 points for Anthony Edwards. Lee outside. There's the lob to Jackson. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Edwards. And he uses the glass on the lane. Edwards got 24.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Jackson. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to the captain. Lee with the block, and they'll keep possession. Now, here's McDaniels. He's covered by Isaac. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They've led by as many as 14 points. And it's sent back by Isaac. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Isaac touched it last. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's Edwards. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Timberwolves ball.
Here's Towns. He's got 5. Kicks to Edwards. 5 on the clock. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Edwards got 6 in the quarter.
And this is exactly what you want Edwards to do, using his athleticism to score on tough defense inside.
Here's Lee. Jackson trying to break free. Towns with the defensive effort. Timberwolves trail by 8. Outside Edwards. Basket counts, and that's now 28 points for Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Lee with the ball. 12 points for him. Jackson kicks to Isaac. Bulls moving the ball around. Levine inside the three-point line. Out to White. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. White's got 22 points.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
On your feet, fans, make some noise. It's time for T-shirts.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Rudy Gobert.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stop.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
And the basket by Isaac.
It takes a lot to shake Isaac. I mean, he's excellent at getting his shot up and over the defense inside.
Passes it to McDaniels. Edwards against Lee. Edwards dishes to Gobert. Now McDaniels. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And the rejection by Jackson. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. And here is McDaniels. Poked away. Inside, Gobert. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Here's Edwards. And that one goes long.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Ball's checked in for the Bulls. Here's the captain. 14 points for him. Outside, Towns. Jackson finds White. Here's Ball. Out to White. Lee outside. Second chance shot. It's good. Lee's got 14. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
You know, something else that catches my eye is the fact that they have blocked a bunch of shots. I mean, the block shot totals, extremely impressive. The defensive intensity, top level.
Now the pass to Edwards to end the cold streak.
After hitting 1-3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Monday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely matters in the NBA, and these are the kinds of opportunities teams need to build.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Now, in recent years, the league has flattened the lottery odds and created the play-in tournament to keep more teams motivated. Mr. Adam Silver knows some teams are in a development phase, but doesn't want to see maneuvering for better draft picks. He says teams are smarter, they're creative, and they respond. We move, they move. Kevin?
Just like that. D.A., thank you.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Reed, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for McDaniels. Timberwolves trail by 12. To the wing right side. Here's the captain. Another miss by Minnesota.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
Now here's Lee. 14 points for him. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Left side, Ball. Outside, White. Now, here's Ball. Defense right on, and he converts the layup. Ball's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bulls. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Outside, Towns. A three-pointer, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
The feed the ball. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Conley into the lane. And it goes down 2 points. Conley's got his first points in this one.
The silky smooth dribble moves of Conley, so slick in how he creates for himself.
Here's White. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's the captain. 16 points for him. Pass to Reed. Drains it from beyond the arc. Reed's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Bulls leading by 13. Towns with it. Now guarded by Ball. To the inside. Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Hey, Greg, even by modern big man standards, Karl Anthony Towns can really shoot the three.
Yeah, and the only center to win a three-point shooting contest. Towns has developed a terrific stroke, and he just shoots the ball as well as most of the guards in our league.
Isaac with the steal. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Ball violation. Jump ball.
So it's Chicago now. Outside, Ball. Isaac outside. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now.
You know, he doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but Isaac is a willing passer, and I think he's going to continue to grow in that area.
Now here is Conley. Pass to Towns. Here's the captain. 5 to shoot to the right side. Conley's shot is off.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Edwards. Now look at the hottest teams in the league. These squads have knocked down everything in the last 10 games. Fourth, the Bulls.
You have to be impressed with their shot selection. I mean, the discipline on that end and the unselfishness really is what allows those great numbers to show up.
And he knocks down the first one. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Chicago. And then for Minnesota, Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for the captain. And Edwards drops them both.
And this is the pattern we typically see from this team as a whole, creating chances at the line and converting them.
Here's White. The shot from the low post is good. White's got 6 in the quarter.
And right now, White, red hot. Just everything he puts up seems to go in.
Conley against White. Another miss by Minnesota.
Defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Isaac outside. Passes to Dosunmu. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's White. No good off the back of the rim. Timberwolves trail by 13. Here's Edwards. Banked in off the glass. That's 36 points for Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Here's White. Reed with the rebound.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Now here's Conley. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. That cuts the lead to single digits.
And this is Conley's game. Just terrific with that mid-range. The D has to be much more concerned.
Here's White. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Conley against White. And the pass to Dosunmu. And the 3-ball is good. Dosunmu's got 5 more. And so is the Chicago Bulls going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
87.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. At one point, they led by 16. Jackson is out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Dosunmu. Then it's Williams. And it's Ball in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bulls lead by 12.
At 6'10" and athletic, Isaac's a real threat on the offensive board. That's why you got to box him out.
Pass to Reed from past the arc. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Personal foul.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the 3-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the 3-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
And he hits the first of 3. And he's good on the second.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
And he makes all 3. The Bulls leading by 9. They get a hand on it, and so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. On the wing, Isaac. Back to Ball. And the layup is good. And the Bulls lead by 11.
Lonzo Ball, once he catches fire, he can heat up in a hurry. It's tough to throw him off his game.
Conley against Ball. Here's the captain. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Dosunmu, the pass to Isaac. Here's Dosunmu. Feeds it to Williams. Pass to Dosunmu. 6 on the shot clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
First team foul. At the line for Chicago, Jackson.
No good on that one. Chicago making some changes. Lee's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And Levine subbed in for Williams. And he sinks the second. Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's the captain. Passes it to Alexander Walker. Now Reed, guarded by Jackson. And that one is good.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Now, here's Ball. There's the pass to Dosunmu. 6 to shoot. Here's Lee. A second chance effort. And Jackson finishes inside. Jackson's got 27 points.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
From 12 feet out, Conley's shot is off.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
There's the lob to Jackson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
He with the block. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Minnesota ball.
Chicago making a switch here. Smith is checked in.
Your ball. Jalen Smith.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Down by 12. Here's the captain. Plays it up and banks it in. 20 points for him.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Dosunmu, shot's good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's the captain. Fires top of the key. It's all in by the Bulls. Jackson's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Lee. Rebounded by the captain. The captain's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Conley, the pass to Alexander Walker. Out to Conley. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Bulls. At one point, they led by 16.
The scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
That one falls. And that's 31 points for Big Dog.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's the captain. McDaniels with the ball. Smith with the defensive effort. They push it up 4 on 3. Levine kicks to Jackson. And the layup's good off the glass. Jackson's got 13 points in the second half.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Now, here's McDaniel. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Conley with the 3, sinks the triple.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
The Bulls leading by 13. Now Levine. Here's Dosunmu. On the wing, Jackson. Guarded by Reed. Knocks it loose. Now, here's McDaniels. Covered by Smith. Pass to the captain. Back to McDaniel. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
1 triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
A moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Big Dog.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the 3 is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. just 4 to shoot. Hits the three-point bomb. And that's 19 points for lights out.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Towns down low. He's covered by Isaac. They get it again. Lee outside. Shoots over McDaniel. And Lee with the basket on the assist by Jackson. Timberwolves trail by 15. And here's Edwards. Gobert trying to get open. The kick out to Towns. And another three for Minnesota.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Now here's Levine. He feeds it to Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
Levine brings a lot to this team. One of the elements he brings is his passing.
Pass to McDaniels. Here's the captain. Back to McDaniel. Yes, that goes in.
Basically just ignored that contact inside. Really tough finish by McDaniels.
Here's Lee. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. Lee's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Edwards against Lee. Gobert dishes to Edwards. Clock at 6. From outside the arc, Lee with the block, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Kobe White, he's checked in for Dosunmu.
Checking into the game for your Bulls, Kobe White.
Now here's Lee. McDaniels defending. Pass to Levine. Knocked away. It's stolen by Edwards. And he finished it off with the lane. Edwards got 40 points.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Outside, White. Here's Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Anthony Edwards.
It's on Anthony Edwards.
Personal foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
At the line for 2, Jackson.
And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. It's a 14-point game, and the Timberwolves call time here. One of the great stories here, Big Dog getting it done today.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. And they have to put up better fight on the inside.
Make some noise, fans, for the one and only Chicago Lovables. How about your Lovables dance team?
Here's Towns, outside Edwards. With the drive, again with the block. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
Here's Lee. Knocks down the step-back J. Lee's got 15 points here in the second half.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Here's the captain. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. There's a lob to Jackson. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Boy, Levine's playmaking understated. He can do it when he wants to.
Timberwolves trail by 18. A pass to Gobert. Timberwolves passing it around. Back to McDaniels. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
McDaniel
attacking right away.
3-point.
McDaniels wasting no time there.
Lee with the ball. Outside Levine. Edwards with the block. Towns the pass to Edwards. Shoots from 14. Rebounded by Jackson.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Bulls.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And guys, being in opposite conferences, these teams only meet twice a year. And when it's been a while since you've seen a team like this, it always feels good to take that first game of the season series. That's what they've done here tonight against the Timberwolves.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Big Dog.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
46 seconds left to play in the final quarter. On the wing, Lee. Shot clock at 6. From the stripe, Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Now, here's McDaniels. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Edwards, good on the shot.
Anthony
Edwards got 42 in the game.
Hey, he's so strong in the upper body, you're not going to alter Edwards' shot with just a little bump.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and the ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step of becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time.